Check, 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 check. It's spiking, it's spiking. We are living, we're living. This would help. Make sure we got some sound, huh?
That thing is way up there.
Yes, sir, we've got sound. It's warm. Okay, we are back. What's goody, what's goody, what's goody? Second stream of the day. Second Sunday stream. I've never done this before. Never done 2 streams in a day. But before we get into anything, the reason we're even doing this, you guys have been a phenomenal audience for me. You guys have given me growth and watch time. You watch my videos and you show up to my streams. It's because of you guys that my membership is where it's at. Over 500 members right now, and that's all from you guys. None of that's me. I'm just the face and a voice, but it's you guys that have built this, not me. And a lot of these streams, the vast majority of them, a whole part of it is the membership thing. People throw donos and whatnot, and it's awesome, and I appreciate it. And that's a great part of my Friday and Saturday streams. Sundays, there's no real express goal here of like, well, I need to make $500 tonight, or I need to make sure I get at least 500 members. It's not like that. It's just, I wanted to throw this time out here so that, yeah, I already streamed once today. We did an episode of Cash. We're going to do another episode, but I wanted to do it because I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. All the watch time, the hours, the donos you guys have sent in. My Cash App the past couple of weeks has been very active, and I'm very grateful for that. There's been, I don't want to name drop because I get personal names on Cash App. So to those of you that have donated that way, I am so fucking grateful for you. Thank you. And my point is with this is I wanted to say thank you. So I figured why not throw up another stream? I'll push out an hour or two. We'll watch a Chris Chan episode. And it's just my way of trying to give back a little extra time. Because this week I ended up with extra time I wasn't planning on having. My wife has a few extra days off, meaning there's a little extra time for me to stream. There's more time that we can spend together and do some couples gym time because that's usually just weekends. So we get to do that during the week. Point is, it's a whole big thing. I've got some extra time. I told you guys I'd be live Monday, probably Tuesday, definitely Wednesday with the real Chance Wilkins. Because again, that's my boy. That's my dude. That's my friend. That's my co-host. So he and I will be live Wednesday as per usual, just shitting on the goblin. And I just wanted to give you guys some extra time. That's all. I was given some extra time myself, and I wanted to say thank you for all the times you guys show up to my streams. The last 3 or 4, we have gotten to like 100 concurrent viewers at a time, which it's my first time being in triple digits. Blows me. I know that's not a huge number, but for me, it's fucking amazing to see numbers reach 100. Woo! Fucking ego booster right there. Hits me right there. And with all that, it's you guys show up, you watch my videos, because if you guys don't watch those videos, AdSense doesn't do shit for me. So the fact that they get clicks, they get watched, you guys watch them for hours and hours. The watch time is absolutely vital to the AdSense account. And the fact that you guys do that, I'm very grateful. I realize that there's no way, like YouTube doesn't just cut creators a check just because. It's 150% you guys. It's the audience. So this is my little thank you. I want to throw up some time. It's never, ever mandatory for anyone to donate or buy memberships. I never have ever felt like that. I'm not going to start feeling like that. I'm not going to be that guy that, I'm only going to act up and get wild when you guys donate. Because I know there's creators that they sit there and then if they get a donation, they get active and they talk a little bit and then they settle down and fuck that. That's stupid. That tells your audience you're just there for their money. And this started as a hobby. Yes, it turned into a part-time job, but you guys are not just a fucking dollar sign to me. You guys matter. You are my audience. We have grown this shit together. I am so fucking appreciative of you guys. So, like I said, this is just me giving some extra time that I have to you guys just to say thank you. I figured I never do 2 streams in a day, much less doing a Sunday afternoon stream than a Sunday evening stream. I've never done that before. So, this is just my little way to say thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate just everything from you guys. Like I said, this channel does not grow without you. It is not me. I just say stupid things and put the videos together. That's it. This is you guys. So this is my thank you for that. I am fucking eternally grateful for it. I can't say thank you enough. You guys have shown me massive amounts of love, and truly it hits me right here. I know this is a parasocial type of deal with the internet thing, but even still, you guys make me feel loved and appreciated, and that, like I said, it boosts my ego. It makes me get entirely my head way too far up my own ass because I'm just as vain as the next person. But I mean, besides that, you guys have allowed this to be a part of my actual career. It's not all of it. I've told you guys that, but it's taking up a significant portion of what I consider to be my career. I'm spending, a whole week less doing jobs, carrying my tool bag, getting on roofs and shit. There's more time going into this, and that blows me away. It's fucking amazing. I never thought I could be that guy. I never thought that I was that smart. I never thought that I could do that, or that I had anything important enough to say that it would get me there. So to see it happening and growing and going somewhere, if I was the type to cry on camera and share it, I would be crying right now to tell you guys how thankful I am. But my mama didn't raise a bitch, so I'm not going to cry right now. But I am going to say thank you. Hits me right here. Means the world to me. Let's get a double ripper to kick this stream off right, as we do here, as a way for me to say thank you. And I saw it come in. Marky, thank you for the dono, my friend. That's very kind of you. 2 in a day. Fuck yeah. Fucking A right, Marky. I appreciate that, my friend. And 2 in a day, abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. That's what we're here for. Like I said, we got the time, so let's do it. Let's get these pens out, let's get them warm, and baby, let's get ripping. Maybe we can kill this fucker tonight. Yeah. I like doing big rippers. When you guys do send in the membership donos, those are fucking amazing. I love those. Those make my day. Those... I'm sounding conceited and ego-y and whatnot. Anyway, I'm fucking sitting here just yapping. My point is, thank you guys. Appreciate you all so very fucking much. Let's get it. Here we go. That's what? That's 2. Excuse me. Yep, GC, I've been up for a whole 8 minutes and 47 seconds. Whoa, man. Excuse me, my goodness. Hang on. My cable got a little tangled up. Oh, man. In the last 8 minutes, the sun went down just enough. The sun's right that way, so it kind of backlights me when the sun's up. But now, I don't know if you guys notice, all my videos are kind of in the dark. I usually shoot those videos during the day, but the way the sun comes in, my little garage is right there, and the sun hits it, and the light bounces off the paint into my bedroom, and it's fucking bright. Anyways, just took my last shroom gummy of the weekend, got my vape ready to go. Let's just absolutely, my friend. We're here, we back. I told you guys I'd see you on Monday earlier today, but nope, we here. We're doing it again tonight. Woo! And for those of you that did participate and did jump in over on my TikTok and got me up to 500, thank you. Those of you that are in my followers over there, I appreciate it so very much. And if you're not, and you do have TikTok, you should follow me over there. I'm your favorite SA1020. Fucking A. It's all good gym motivational stuff. Teach you how to get buff and ripped and shredded and all sorts of fun things. Yeah, go check it out. And you can see pictures of me when I'm super duper fat and when I'm not fat. Looks like two different people. The tattoos got way more intricate. The fat titties went away. Totally different guy. If you guys want to go check out your favorite SA1020 on TikTok, it's good shit. It's good gym shit, I promise. I just did episode 30 of my gym tips series. It's helpful gym tips like take your stuff with you in a fanny pack, like I do. Make sure to clean down the equipment before and after you use it, because you never know who was on it before you. And I see people in there that they're sweating just as hard as I am. They get up off a machine, they leave it wet, and I'm like, dog, you just getting a drink? You coming back? And they just go on to the next thing. I'm like, brother, I don't want to lay in your sweat. What the fuck? Wipe it off. You don't want to lay in mine. They provide paper towels and cleaner all around the gym, like at every station. You don't have to go more than like 50 feet, and there's a trash can and paper towels and spraying. So using hashtags, I use a couple, not a lot. I'm not super good at that. I'm still learning. If you got helpful tips, yes, I'll take them, please. I would like to get thousands of views on my TikToks and not hundreds. That would be nice. Yeah, any tips you guys have for TikTok, those of you that are making moves over there, let me know. I'll gladly take it. If you guys want to see my Instagram, it is a fucking dumpster fire. I'm not going to try to advertise that, make you guys go see it. It's fucking garbage. I promise you that. It's funny garbage, but it's garbage. It's just the meanest. It's awful. We'll just put it that way. But if you guys want to see it, it's the_Cholo_1389. Again, it's a dumpster fire. Absolute trash on my Instagram. So that'll just always be a dumpster fire. But the TikTok, though, I'm definitely trying to do something there. Trying to get it as a what do you call it? A paid platform. Trying to make it a paid platform for me, like YouTube. Trying to make them both a thing. And again, as I'm saying that right here, me from like 2 years ago. Me from 2 years ago would make fun of me right now. Like, you're gonna be on TikTok, you're a fucking dork. That's what you're gonna do. Post your fucking dances and I'd have been so fucking mean to me right now. Me too, a couple years ago. And shouts out to the guy that runs the channel, gifted 5 memberships. Shouts out to 5 new members. That puts us at right now 226 members. Right now, 526. We are just at 74 memberships away from being tied or right around tied with Amber Reed. I mention that every time. It bothers me that she's ahead of us. She's got over like 250,000 subscribers, 200,000 or something, and we have just over 3,000, and our membership bases are like 100 members apart. I think it would be hilarious to have more than her, while my channel size overall is a fraction of her size. I think that would just, I don't know. It would make me feel good. Just boost my ego a little bit. I like it when cows that have big channels don't know how to do shit with them and they just fuck off good opportunities like they do. And shouts out to 5 new members. Love it, love it, love it. The only thing I have on Instagram is your card pics. Yeah, I get it. Some people take it a little more serious than I do and actually cultivate or not cultivate, what's the word? When it's like you intentionally pick out the stuff that goes onto your Instagram so that it's like tailored to, what's the word? It's not cultivate, but it's similar. It's fucking whatever it is. But I can't take it serious. Mine is, it's been garbage for so long, I can't take it serious now. I've been posting just the worst stuff that I can find on Instagram. As one does, or as I do, I guess. But anyways, how many parents do we have in here? Yeah, how many parents do we have in here? I don't know. Yes, Doc Cock. Yes, I'm about ready for another ripper. We can do that. Uh, oh, and we got back from my son's second private mixed second private martial arts class tonight. We did, or he did. He learned some duck walk, how to set up for a shot for wrestling or take someone down in mixed martial arts. He mixed up some kicks with takedowns. He learned how to 1-1-2 sprawl takedown, 1-1-2 sprawl takedown, 1-1-2 sprawl takedown. We drilled that quite a bit. Got some of that in footage. That's good. Um, it was a good one. It was a good workout. He tried to learn jump roping like boxers do. That's a little more difficult. I can't do it either. I just crack my shins with the jump rope. It fucking hurts. But my son. He can do it once or twice. So he'll get it. He'll learn it faster than I will. That's for sure. We were trying to, or not we. I don't know why I'm saying we. My partner or my teammate was trying to teach my son just a decent low kick, a leg kick, or a body kick, and trying to teach him. The kick needs to land on the shin, the curve of the foot. And at first he couldn't get it, but once we got him to step out with his left so he could spin that hip and swing that right leg around, ooh, they sounded better than mine. I was so proud of him. Like, I found myself, I was out of my chair, down on one knee, and I was like, yes, bring that leg, trail that leg, yes, grab your hands, yes, pull, 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 pull. I was like, oh, come on, baby, you got this. Oh, I was so proud. That was like one of those proud father moments that, like, there's not moments like that you get all the time. That was really good. It was one of those super duper proud moments to see him, because he tried a lot. The wrestling shot's hard. Putting your front knee down, it's uncomfortable. It feels weird, feels awkward. And he did little like bunny hops, like landed on both his knees for a little bit. It was a little hard for him to get that, but once he did, and he did that first knee on the ground, and his trail leg came around, and when he followed through, it was so fucking good. Ooh, it was so good. Okay, let's celebrate that. That's fucking awesome. He gets one more private class, and my teammates is suggesting with the way my son took to striking last week, with the way he took to MMA and kicking this week, that wrestling would more than likely be a best suited sport for him to join. I was like, okay. He goes, boxing is good, of course. MMA is good. He goes, we got the kickbox. We can do kicky box with you. He goes, but I think wrestling would be really good for him. He goes, the way that once he got the duck walking and learned to set up the shot, he goes, he's got it. And if he's 7 years old and he can figure that out fairly quick, like, wrestling is, I mean, there's other reasons, but my teammate's been at this since he was like 8 years old, and he's 36. So he's been at it for a day or two, and he thinks my son would just fit well in wrestling class. So the fucking pride that I feel, oh my God. Like, it's indescribable. Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to fucking keep yapping. Let's do another ripper. For Doc Cock, mentioned want to pack a bowl, or you got your bowl packed. I started yapping. That's what I do. I brag about my son. I told you guys, he's my favorite thing to talk about in the world. Favorite person in the world to talk about. I'll brag about him all fucking day long if I could. But anyways, I'm sure most parents feel the same way. It is what it is. You guys get them out, get them warm, and let's get these fuckers ripping. Here we go. No countdowns. You guys know what it is. Shoot the double. What? looking for something. There was something I want to bring a little attention to, if I can find it. Not ignoring you guys. I'm looking for something on my phone. There's a specific comment. The young lady was in our chat earlier, right towards the end of the stream. The young lady in chemo. Where's it at? Nikki Stanford. She first left a comment on my channel like a week and a half ago mentioning her chemo. She said watching my videos and my lives made the chemo go a little quicker, made it not so rough. I know it's the internet and people can say whatever. I get that. But I don't know what reason she would have to lie to us about that. So I'm just going under the assumption that I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. My point is that's a very kind thing of her to say. The fact that she's going through a battle like chemo, that's it's impressive to face it down and keep going. I'm sure those of you out there, or plenty of you guys out there have known people with cancer or dealt with it yourself. I get it. Give me just a second, Doc Hawk. We're going to take another one, sure. Just a minute. But that cancer, that's a big deal. There's plenty of you out there, like I'm sure that have dealt with it or know people that have. I do. It's crazy the way it can like eat you up, and people make it through it and they go through battles and they come out of it fine, and then it shows up again sometime down the road and they're gone in a year. It's crazy. We hear stories of healthy people that get it. They work out, they go to the gym, they run, and they get sick. Excuse me. And then, for example, my dad, who is 76, you guys know he's in the shittiest health. I told you guys he walks like a upside down letter L. Like he goes, his spine goes this way and then it curves. So he's facing the ground. Walks like this. But he smoked from the time he was like 12 or 13 years old, because that's what kids did in the 40s and 50s. They could go buy cigarettes and beer with a note from their parent. My first time my dad told me that, I was like, you're a fucking liar. No way. And my mom told me stories about doing that. I'm like, no way, dude. A note? Wild. But anyway, my point is, my dad smoked from the time he was 13 until he was like 65, like right around the time till right after he retired. And that was 5 years ago, I think. It's been a while. But I mean, that's 50 years of cigarettes and pack of Camels, soft pack of Camels every single day. Do you know how many goddamn car rides I went in on during the 90s with all the car windows rolled up and my dad just, I'm just over there. I can't breathe. Don't roll the window down. It's cold. Okay. Goddamn. But the 90s were a wild time. But I mean, fuck, where am I going with all this is he doesn't have cancer. He smokes like that and no cancer. He's not in the best health now. He's had multiple surgeries. He's falling apart, and I'm, in every sense of the word, waiting on him to die. Like just about every day. I wake up waiting for my mom to say, hey, we need to do something. Or, hey, or just to have her knock on my door and have her be crying or something. I expect it every morning. I know. Kind of grim, but it's true. That's like where we're at with it. Expecting it every day. But it's not cancer. And people that are healthy, they pop up. It's just crazy how it can hit some people that do smoke cigarettes, that don't smoke cigarettes, and people that can run a marathon and they can get it. Kids can get it, and that fucking sucks. That one, I don't like to talk about that one. It's bad enough when adults get it. It's fucking awful when kids get it. That one hurts your heart. That one makes you cry. That will make me cry on stream. I would prefer not to do that. So let's avoid that. Your dad had stage 4 prostate cancer, beat it with no issue. A few years later, esophageal stomach cancer, and it killed him. Yeah. So he gets through one battle and just fine, like you said, no issue. And then it pops back up elsewhere, and less than a year later, he's gone. I apologize. I'm sorry for your loss, my friend. I am. I feel for you. That's wild, though. Like, I don't know. It's just a crazy thing. It's a crazy. Your dad died from cancer when you were 4. Man, I'm sorry. I am sorry about that. That is awful. That's horrible. It's horrible that disease, sickness kills as many people as it does, and that I don't know. It's just awful. It's awful. And Nikki Stanford, she's going through it. She's going through chemo. So shouts out to Nikki. We appreciate you, Nikki. Wish you all the best. I hope you get through exactly whatever it is that you're going through. I don't know the specifics of your exact type, but I wish you the best. I hope you can get through it. Shit's rough. The shit's rough. I don't mean to sit here and stutter and not know what to say, but I honestly, I don't really know what to say. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to, other than wish you the best and fucking keep your head up, fight that shit. Don't quit. I've never been through cancer, but I do know a mindset will take you a million miles if you let it. And if you can get into the mindset of, fuck this, I'm not losing. No, I can dig deeper and longer than you. If you can get into that, it can take you a long way. I know it's a medicinal thing, but mindset matters. Mindset matters. Without that mindset, the battle's halfway over. But I wish you the best. Headstrong. We're going to take a couple rippers for Nikki. And then your mindset and how you treat your body will dictate how bad the cancer will affect. Yeah, that sounds totally reasonable. Absolutely. If you're just in that fuck it, I give up, I'll let it go mindset, I would imagine it just eats you alive just like that. And I'm sure there's people that, for whatever, they have their reasons to, they're done. They've decided that that's it. It's cool. I'm done. I quit. If that's their decision, that's their decision. It's not mine to make. And then I know that there's people that in their minds, when they hear, oh, you have cancer, and fuck that cancer. No, I'll butt fuck cancer. No. We're going to smoke this cancer. And some do, some don't, of course. I don't know the odds, but I know the mindset matters. Because you have to be willing to face that shit down, face down your own mortality, which sounds terrifying, especially when you're forced to do so. But if you can and you do, I would imagine it would make cancer a lot less scary. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are for cancer. I've never dealt with it myself so specifically, so I don't know exactly. If I sound like a jackass, I don't mean to. I just think however headstrong you are, it plays a massive part in it, I think. It plays a part in everything. Everything I do, my mindset matters. So I would imagine in being sick, it does too. Okay. I keep yapping. I don't mean to put my own foot in my mouth, just saying stupid things if that's what I'm doing here. I'm not trying to do that. So let's get these pens out. Let's get them warm. And let's see if we can kill this tonight. We have about that much left, just under half. Let's see if we can kill this bitch tonight. You guys know what time it is. You know who you're watching. There's no reason to do a countdown. Let's fucking go. This one's for Nikki Stanford. Shout out to you, Nikki. What? Yes, sir. Pruitt, your wife's been there 31 years. Brother, that's a long fucking time, man. Yeah. I don't know that I could do it for that long, but hats off to her for sticking with it. That's some thug shit. I will give it that. My wife hasn't worked at Walmart ever, but she's worked at a store, one of our local stores here in town. But she worked specifically in the pharmacy and did that for like 10 years. 10 years or so, and then went to a different location and has been there for like 8 years. And she at this point she goes to 2 different places. She's employed 2 places and had been there both for massive amounts of time. One of them being the 8-year place, the other one different place, but still long times, long periods of time. And it's the way she describes it, it's the same thing day in, day out. It sounds monotonous. It sounds like people are ungrateful and in a rush and rude and don't understand what actually goes into getting your medication ready and putting it into the bottle and with the label, like dealing with your insurance. There's a lot of things that go into medications. I don't know. I'm really stupid and not, I can't do stuff like that. That's why I work on roofs in the snow. And that's why she works in a comfortable office and with her mind, because she's way smarter than me. Duh. But it just sounds like a very thankless job, but it's been a very financially positive job for her, us. It's in the medical field, of course. There are certifications you can get, which she has for multiple things. So she's done very well. What happened? Done well for herself. So way more gooder than I have. Like I said, I run around on roofs when it's snowy and icy. So I guess you can see who has the brain power here. Because I do and think it's funny. I'm like, look, I don't need to be tied off. I don't need those. No, just give me a shovel. Watch this. No, I don't need anybody out here. Nope, I'll do it by myself. Nope, I'm good. I'm gonna go up there by myself. It's fine. Nope, I'm gonna go cut this in and do this or that or whatever. Nope, I'm gonna do it by myself. Yep. But anyways, yeah, it could take a toll, but at the same time, pays the bills. So I get it. We do what we do. I'm honestly not a big fan of being on people's roofs. I'm not a big fan of being in their attics when I'm in there hanging support box or patching or whatever. Because it gets hot when it's summertime inside of an attic. It gets up on a roof. It gets fucking hot. inside of one when you have to go into the attic for whatever to fix this or that. Oh my fucking God. You will pour sweat, or I do. I've sweated 8 pounds off in one day on a job. I was only inside that attic for like an hour or two. But at the end of the day, I had sweated off 8 pounds. And that shit sucks. And then when you do it in the snow, there's the risk of stepping on a patch of ice, especially if there's a steep pitch on the roof. And you're like me, you wear your boots out until they are fucking as smooth as they could possibly be, just fucking butt ball smooth. I'll wear my boots until there's fucking that much tread on them, and I've worn them down to where I got holes in my boots, and I fucking patched it with cardboard because I'm cheap, and and then it gets really dangerous. You need boots with traction. And for those of you that work outside in the weather, you need boots. They're important. That's the reason they make boots. They're very helpful to work dangerous jobs in. And being on a roof, they're very helpful. Or when you move heavy items, those are very helpful again to have boots. So, yeah, I take a lot of risks because I'm cheap and I don't want to spend a couple $100 on new boots. Like, I get tired of having to do this every year. Especially when at that point in my life, I was still doing this specific job for somebody else. So I wasn't in control and I didn't decide my pay rates or whatever. So when I know my manager that had came on a year and a half after I got there, was making double my paychecks because for reasons, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I get it, but straight double? Like, I really like my manager. Let me make that clear. He's a very nice guy. Very sweet guy. Never done anything wrong to me. I just didn't think that was particularly fair. I don't know. I get why he was brought in. And I was told that management was in my future. And that all the guys behind me would just move up. The guy behind me would take my spot and like kind of be in charge of the other guys. And then the next guy would like be in charge of his little crew when they were actually on a job. And the point is I would be in the yard, in the office most of the time, or in the warehouse doing stuff. And if the guys needed items, I could take them, whatever. I could run them parts. I could run them things they need, whatever. No big deal. And I was told that like after 2 years. And I was told that after 3 years. And I was told that after 4 years. And on the 5th year, that with other small minor issues, we made the move, and now I do it by myself. And I don't regret a single action. I think I've done fine. I'm not making millions, bajillions of dollars. Far from it. But we're comfortable. So we're doing okay, I suppose. If I do like $1,000 payday, that's a big deal for me. That's a big deal. So that's how much money I'm not making. That's okay. We're doing it. No, it really depends. There are jobs that are $200 if you're in and out for something small. There's jobs that are thousands. Whatever. I'm not. You guys know all that. Okay. Where are we at? What episode are we on? We are on episode 3. This is Comprehending a Comprehensive History. Big shout out to Gino Samuel 2.1 for providing this video. He has made the whole 85-part series on Christian. That's what we're taking part in here. This is part 3 of us doing or redoing the series that I started when my channel first got traction. We got to episode 37 or 38, decided to do it on live. After I neglected it for a while, I thought it'd be fun to revamp it. I thought we should pick it up where we left off. Then I decided, no, let's start it over so we can all be on the same page. We can all learn it from the very beginning. And that's what we're doing here. For anyone that hasn't heard that spiel, that's what we're doing. That's why we're back at episode 3. Because we started it over at the very beginning. We watched episode 1 last weekend. We watched episode 2 earlier today, a couple hours ago. And now we're about to crack off episode 3. So that's where we are. Courtney Chance, welcome to the show. Anthony Drossos, welcome to the show, my friend. We baby Seamus. Akuma's Wrath, you're here. Redbeard Warders. I wear just pretty basic cats. They're like they're about $200. The ones that I wear. They're I don't know the exact model. They're pretty basic. They have a good amount of tread on them. So when it is summertime and I'm up on the roofs, because the roofs will tear your boots up super quick. The cats that I wear, they give me about a year's worth of use before I like really need to get boots to make sure that I'm safe. I buy boots once a year. I'm not dumb about it. I make sure I buy boots once a year. You can tell a difference after 6 months. You can feel the traction starting to wane a little bit, and within a year's time, I'm really fucking hard on my boots. I'm hard on all my gear. You can look at my work jeans, and they are held together with multiple patches over, and there's patches on patches on patches. They are fucked up. There's measurements written all over my thighs because I never take a marker or a paper with me, so I write all my measurements on my pants. I write them on my legs, and you can just see just layers of marker measurements all over my legs. You write on what you have. A lot of my shirts look like that. You can see where I take my shirt and I write upside down so I can remember stuff, because it never fails. If I measure 24 1/4 and I run down off the ladder, I won't fucking remember. Heaven forbid I remember that. I'll go back up, remeasure. Okay, I got it. As soon as I get down there, fuck. So I've been riding on myself for a long time. Just residential stuff, small stuff. I don't have the type of equipment to really go hard in the paint on like buildings. It's just houses, just small things, just easy peasy stuff that I can do with a truck and a couple tool bags and ladder. Basics, just the basics. Okay. Why don't we why don't we do one more ripper and then we can kick off our video. Yeah, absolutely, man. You use your tools however you could best suit them to you. My clothes are my notepads. Yeah. You can see on my jeans on my right hand pocket side, you can see where the clip from my drill, because every time I put something in, I always put my drill, I hang it on my right side, I hang it right off my pocket, and I kind of drop it in so it fucking yanks it. And you can see where my jeans, like right at the seam, you can see where they fucking like fall out, where the weight of the drill, like it lands on the pocket and pulls it over like this. It just goes, and over time it has misshapen the shape of my pocket. You can see where it's all worn and fucked up. You can see where the flashlight sits on my left side, my left hand pocket. You can see the like outline of where my jeans have worn around it. You can see where my flashlight has been worn to shit. There's not really an outline of it, but there's like a white spot like this on the back left pocket of my jeans where I put bits and screws and whatever small things I need. You can see where I've had piles of shit back there, and the jeans have just worn around it. I've had lots of jeans where I've had to patch them over. My mom's a seamstress, so she can patch over stuff. She patch over my clothes, and then I'll rip them up again, so she'll patch them again. And I will fuck my jeans up, and I'll wear them. I'll wear those bitches into the ground. $60 for a new set's expensive. I don't want to do that all that often, so I burn them into the ground. Fuck, I am sorry. Okay, one last ripper, and then we'll start it. I guarantee it. I promise. No more yapping. Here we go. All right, guys. How about shut the fuck up? Here we go.
What made him this way? What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Chris Chan.
Fucking psycho. Part 3. It's exciting. Like I'm learning a lot.
Hello, my name is Christian Chandler, age 22 at this time. I will be 23 on February 24th, 2005.
That's his birthday?
Anyway, for over a year now, I've been trying to attract an 18 to 22-year-old boyfriend-free girl, 18 to 21, before February 24th, 2004, which is this year. Anywho, been trying for over a year to attract a girl, boyfriend-free girl, and I have failed. And you know, when you have so many failures at this time, you can't help but feel sad, you know, and depressed. Yeah, here it is about Christmas time, and well, all I want for Christmas is a boyfriend-free girl.
Chris prepares for Christmas 2004 by singing 2 of his songs for the camera. He performs So Need a Cute Girl.
Tell me why I so need a cute girl my age.
Followed by All I Want for Christmas is a Pretty Girlfriend.
All I want for Christmas is a girlfriend. She has to be 18 to 22. Well, at this time of year, all I can say right now is that I hope Santa will comply with my request and bring me a pretty girlfriend. And so, happy holidays from me, Christian Chandler. By the way, you can call me Chris in public. And thank you.
Christian whipped his camera out for Christmas Day too, and documented the state of the house at that time.
'Twas Christmas Day, and all through the house, the creatures that were stirring were my family and me and our 2 cats. And we wander upon our wondrous Christmas tree with a star that was made so delicately. Delicately?
The star on top of the tree is in fact Sonichu. Chris reveals that his dreams were dashed that day.
And a Christmas present that was supposed to be for
Jesus
the girlfriend that Santa brought. But unfortunately, she didn't show.
Chris introduces his audience to his parents.
And now we wander in on my...
Did he say... Guys, forgive me. I know we've done 37 episodes, 38, whatever episodes of this before. But I forgot, I guess, everything that we've watched. Because this is brand new information to me. He looks like he's genuinely thought there was going to be a girl there. Homeboy's 22 years old. Did he really think Santa Claus was going to leave a naked woman under his Christmas tree for him to find? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know. Caught me off guard on that one. You're drunk cab driver. Welcome to the show. If this is the first time you caught me live, welcome to the show. Glad you're here.
Family. Say hello, Father.
Yeah,
Making our Christmas movie.
I see you're wasting your chip.
Well, I'm gonna play on to VHS anyway.
I see. All
A smaller Christmas tree down here,
right. Yeah.
and our mother is asleep here in the dark area. Would you care to share a Merry Christmas with the world, Father?
Ho, ho, ho.
The tour puts a spotlight on the extent of the hoarding situation in the
Damn,
house, as Chris
dog.
visibly has trouble navigating through the hoard.
Care to say something to the entire world?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
After the tour, Chris documents the gift exchange, revealing the interpersonal dynamics of the family.
Okay, yeah, it's recording. So, here we are around the Christmas tree. We're gonna open presents.
Hooray, hooray.
Chris presents Bob with a card.
Hi,
I'm supposed
Davey.
to read it?
Yes, read it.
Am I supposed to read it out loud?
Yeah.
Where can I be out of the way?
I want to thank you all for your support and love throughout my fantastic
Fuck it, I'm gonna just be right here.
milk quest. Pooey. And if Santa doesn't bring me one, no Thomas.
Holy shit, he wrote this out for his parents to read? Nuh-uh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I want to thank you all for your support and love throughout my fantastic love quest. Pooey. And if Santa doesn't bring me one, no Thomas. Like I asked him, then I'm going to need some support finding a boyfriend free. It'll come, Christian. Hope you all like my presents.
Okay.
Today I'm thinking of Christmas and
Oh my god, dude, this fucking oh my god. The brain numbingness. Jesus fuck.
remembering you all. Merry Christmas, Christian C.
Yep.
Who does he think that they would think it would be from? If not, he thought he had to sign it? To his parents. Dog, I'm not so sure that either one of his parents at any given point in his life, other than like his like childhood, I don't think either one of these two have a clue what's going on around them. Like they are at that point of senility where they are just on the way out. Bob doesn't look like he has a. Bob doesn't look like he knows what day it is.
Christian gives Bob the option of receiving the Puppet TV show Fraggle Rock on DVD or on VHS. After Christian discreetly implies that he wants to keep the DVD for himself, Bob caves in and chooses to take the VHS.
Yes,
So you want the VHS?
yeah.
There you go.
I'm not much for the other.
DVD. Why do we have it on both?
Oh my god, Akuma, oh my
I gave
god.
him a choice, remember? You remember the original white DVD? Yeah, it's Fraggle Rock, Father. That's what's on there.
I see.
Everything that's on.
Just in case chat didn't read it, do you know what these two have in common? What Bob and Chris here have in common? Anybody know what they have in common? If you guys are reading chat, you'll know what they had in common. They've both been balls deep in Barb. Yep. Yep. That's twice now that my Sunday evening has been ruined by Chris Chan. It's kind of your fault too, Akuma. That's your fault for putting that mental image in my mind. It's a real jerk move. Real jerk move.
On DVD, it's on that VHS.
VHS worked better than my system.
Yeah.
Chris presents Barbara with a Lego set.
Are you
No boring
fucking
stuff.
kidding me?
He gives her a plush doll of the Japanese character Hamtaro.
I got you, Hamtaro. That's cute. Yeah.
Who is he?
It's a Hamtaro. He's a little hamster. He's a little bitty hamster.
The family discuss the possibility
Dude, Bob looks like he wants to... I bet he feels like such a disappointment. I mean, I know he did some things with some patents and whatnot, but with his kids, everything that we know about him, he's a fucking failure as a parent. Chris is plenty evidence of that. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know. I don't know. That age gap, by having him when he's 50 years old or 50 whatever. I don't know. There was a lot of things there. There was a lot of reasons for this not to go right. And clearly, it did not go right.
of a surprise visit from Sarah.
Oh, that's my present for Sarah. Because, you know, she might come over. Well, she did last year, remember?
Chris attempts at an embrace with his mother, but ends up hurting her instead.
Here, whoops, I'm sorry.
Don't break my head.
I'm sorry.
He does it again.
2 boxes together here. I'm sorry.
Chris gives Barb another present. A snow globe with him in it.
No glow. With me in it.
Merry Christmas, Robert.
It's also got Sancho in it. Look. See? Me on one side, Sancho on the other.
That's cool.
I got it over at Walmart. The snow globe.
How about that?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's neat. Merry Christmas.
Yep. Merry Christmas.
Now we can go back downstairs where it's warm.
Snappy New Year.
Yeah.
Snappy New Year, huh?
Not on the couch.
Yep.
After the gift unwrapping, Christian went back to his room to record a video recapping the events.
Well, now this ends our family Christmas of 2004. I did get some nice gifts, but it does not compare to having a boyfriend-free girl that could make it to a girlfriend. But unfortunately, I was hoping for her to come, but she didn't. My lifelong friend, Sarah Hammer. You know, she had not been paired up with that jerk Wes Isley. I could have it, but seriously though, I wish she was here so that I could talk to her and so she can help me in my quest to get a boyfriend-free 18-22-year-old girl. 18-23 as of February 24th, 2005. Well, anyway, that pretty much sums up my Christmas season for this year, so, as they say in showbiz, goodbye, folks.
As he enters
You guys said Chris is Eskimo brothers with his father. That's fucked up, but it's funny. Eskimo buddies with your dad. Oh, dude, that's fucked up. Oh. You know what's the even worst part about it, though? Is that they're Eskimo brother or Eskimo buddies because of Chris's mom. It's not even like some wild, they both met the same stripper story. No. It's just, they just both fuck mom. They just both fuck mom. That's all. Fuck. That feels weird just saying those words out loud. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm kind of regretting this stream. Maybe this wasn't the best idea. Let's get a little further into it, and we'll take a pause for a ripper.
It's 2005. Christian continued his tried and true tradition of pacing around the mall, hoping to attract a boyfriend-free girl. His activities quickly caught the eye of Anna McLaren, an employee of Pack & Son at Charlottesville Fashion Square, who described her encounter with him in a blog post titled, "The Tale of the Crazy Pacer." There was a guy who paced in front of Abercrombie & Fitch. He'd come and do it for hours on end, just walking back and forth. He was an okay-looking guy, not evil-looking like creepy molester dude. So he would pace for his allotted time, then leave. Sometimes, as he paced, he would sing or shout. Nobody really could ever tell what he was saying. Oh yeah, and he always wore the same shirt. A nice little long-sleeved red and blue number that had a gold crest on the left side, and white collar and cuffs. Then, one day, he decided to start pacing on the Pac Sun side, so he started pacing in front of our store. We were doing floor set, and Lin noticed that crazy pacer kept looking into Pac Sun as he paced. And this day, he was acting particularly crazy. He'd pace and pace, then stop and shout something at the wall, then keep pacing. And he also did some singing, even getting into the vibrato falsetto junks. It was hilarious. So anyways, someone, I can't remember who, suggested that the next time he looked in, we wave at him. So they waved, and Christian waved back. After some waving back and forth, Christian took the initiative and entered the store. He came right up to the counter that I was standing behind, and he looks right at me, all fidgety and twitchy, and he goes, "You look to be about 19 years old, right?" He then proceeded to introduce himself. "My name is Christian," he said, "but you can call me Chris. I'm Christian W. Chandler." "Oh," I said. "Hi, Chris." So, he continued.
I'm Christian. You can call me Chris. I'm Christian W. Chandler. A little bit of a weird introduction, but okay. Usually, I tell people like, "Hey man, how you doing? I'm Cholo. Pleasure to meet you." That's about it.
Continued. "Do angels have names?" I found out later that he meant to say, "Do angels like you have names?" Poor guy was so nervous, he didn't get it right.
Do angels have
Anna
names?
introduces herself, then Chris talks about eyes. "My eyes are two different colors. One of them is green and the other is blue. That's because I had pink eye a while back and one of them stayed that way. What color are your eyes?" I was pretty grossed out by the pink eye story, but I told him anyway. "Sometimes blue, sometimes green, and usually gray." "Oh, that's neat. It's funny how that happens, isn't it?" "Yeah," I said. He attempts to ask her out, but Anna declines. He eventually settles on the internet as a forum for future communication between them. Christian came back and handed me a card with a crudely drawn Sonic the Hedgehog and some other yellow Sonic-looking creature on it, along with Christian's name, email address, and website. It was a homemade business card. "That's my email address, and you can just email me sometime, okay?" "Okay," I said, not intending to email him at all. Little did either of them know, but this was the start of a friendship, but for the time being, Chris's contact with Anna was sparse. In February, Cartoon Network's Adult Swim block held a contest which asked viewers to make their own commercial advertising the release of the cartoon series Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, Volume 1 DVD set. Christian sent in his own unique take, in which he mentions his ongoing feud with Mary Lee Walsh.
Hello, I hired Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, to help me, Christian Weston Chandler, in my case against Mary Lee Walsh, who years ago shared my heart. And he has won the case for me, and you have won for me a Harvey Birdman 2-disc DVD box set, which comes out April 12, 2005.
He finishes with a brief promotion of his custom cards depicting himself and Sonichu.
This is a Christian Chandler Sonichu production.
Regrettably, the winning entry did not feature Chris. In response, he vented his frustration at losing on the Adult Swim message board. "My entry was very dramatic, and a lot better than that piece of poo, or any of the others that made the top 5 as well. I'm very upset about that. My Quick's Harvey Birdman spot was the best, and I feel sorry for you, Adult Swim, for not noticing that. You all should take another good look at it, and seriously reconsider." In March, Christian published Sonichu, Issue 0, his first full-length comic. The issue is further divided into episodes, much like a television show, with a different story in each one. Episode 1 begins in an open field 5 miles from the city of Station Square, in which a wild Pikachu observes fighting in the distance between Supersonic and the perfect Chaos Monster. Pikachu gets caught in the scuffle and collides with Sonic, the impact releasing a rainbow which lands on a girl Raichu 15 miles away, who then transforms into a hedgehog-like creature and calls herself Rosechu. Meanwhile, the Pikachu somehow inherited Supersonic's powers in changed form and joins Sonic in the battle, defeating the perfect Chaos Monster. He christens himself Sonichu. Christian himself interjects here and there. He draws himself having one blue and one green eye, as he had told Anna. His eyes are in fact different colors, but the difference is nowhere near as profound as in his illustrations. He then proceeds to introduce Quickville, and reveals that he is also the mayor of said town. He then goes on to introduce all the main characters of the story, including Mary Lee Walsh. He saves himself for last, and devotes a full page to talk about Christian Weston Chandler. The next episode concerns Sonichu and Rosechu meeting and quickly falling in love, sharing a kiss underneath a spray of fireworks. In episode 3, Sonichu confesses that he has a dislike for pickles, as does Christian in real life. This is followed by the introduction of the evil foe, Natesurk, whose name is simply Christian backwards. After the battle is won, Mayor Chandler drives off in his car, carrying the Virginia vanity plate, Sonichu, identical to the one on his real-life car. It should be noted that Sonichu refers to Chris as his father, even though his creation has nothing to do with Christian. The comic ends with a sub-episode starring Chris in a story based on his run-in with the mall police. However, in this version, he clutches his medallion, says Electric Hedgehog Power, and transforms into Chris Chan Sonichu, who largely looks like a blue-colored Sonichu, making him look like the original Sonic the Hedgehog. Meanwhile, the Jerk-Cop equips metal armor. Needless to say, Chris defeats him by cursing him into experiencing horrendous bad luck by using his Curse Ye Hameha attack. Towards the end of March, Hannah, who worked at Starbucks in the Fashion Square, approached Christian during his near-daily pacing and asked him out on a date. After she left, I became very excited and oh my god all over. After calling Mom and eating me nuggets, I lifted the chair with such cheer and grace and spun around with it like a dancer. Then I put it back where it was. I felt that my love quest had finally come to an end, and I so elated that my shattered heart had a full, fast recovery. I went to Starbucks, and we talked about basic things. I showed her my Sonichu scrapbook. She was very impressed. I gave her my email and both my phone numbers on a Sonichu site card, and she gave me her email address. I was very attentive as I took notes about her and maintained eye contact. As I left her, I gave her a double-take flirt. That was the rise, now here comes the fall.
You maintained eye contact. Don't break eye contact. That sounds like some very Christian shit to do. Just stare her down, establish dominance. Don't let her know you're nervous. Be in charge. And then he did a double take. Wait, what do you call it? A double take? Gave her a double take flirt. What's a double take flirt? What's that mean? Like, is that what he did? He hit her with the... Gotta get the lips. I'm pretty, dude. Maybe I'm not pretty. I feel pretty, though, so... No, dude, I'm pretty. I'm pretty. Fuck yeah, I'm pretty. I'm pretty. I know it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I know I'm pretty, and it's not just because my mom told me I'm handsome. Duck lives in a chin full. This bad boy. pretty steadily for about a year and a half. Yeah. Wait, this is what, almost July? Yeah, well, about a year or so. Yeah. If it's a fancy day, I'll put on a t-shirt. If it's really fancy, I'll put on a button-up t-shirt. So I can get fancy. Tank tops just fit my aesthetic. They make me look tough. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just like tank tops. I have a closet full of them. Then I have a bag full of fucked up tank tops that I work out in that get soaked in sweat at MMA, and when I get done, you can wring them out, and they're gross, and you can pour sweat on your opponent and get you with the water attack, bitch. Because nobody wants to be in somebody else's puddle of sweat, but I've told you guys I can't help that. So I sweat when I work out. It is what it is. Let's do a ripper. I'm so pretty. Ooh. Ferocious. I can't do that eyebrow. God, I'm so fucking pretty. Dude, no wonder my wife loves me. Shit, she's so lucky. She's so lucky. Look at this. Fucking looks like a winner to me. I feel very bonita. Very bonita. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad it is, Akuma. I mean, look at this. I don't know how to do a pretty pose. See, dude, I'm super pretty. I'm super pretty. I'm so pretty. Shit. No, the guy that runs the channel. I think she's I think she's the lucky one. I think we all know who clearly married. Wait, how do they say it? I don't know how to say the phrase I want to say. Actually, I'm thinking that maybe I shouldn't say it because you know what? I love my wife and I'm the lucky one. I definitely married up. I sure did. Yep. There you go. Yep. Absolutely. I am a pretty princess. Thank you. I appreciate that somebody else sees it. Thank you. Yes, I definitely married up. I'm the lucky one. See, boys, I thought about that for a second. I thought about that. I thought about where I was going with what I was going to say, and then I changed directions. See, smart. I'm good. I'm not the smartest guy on the planet, but I'm smart enough to not make straight up stupid decisions. So, see? Yeah. Smart. Gonna get none what? Get none what? Ain't gonna get none. None. That's a double negative, so I think that means some. I think we all want some. Okay. I think we're going to take a ripper. I think that's the best course of action right now. Let's take rippers, guys. Besides, we got this cart. We still got to bang this thing down. Come on. Let's get it tore down. You guys know what to do. Get them out, get them warm, and let's fucking go. Then we can move on from this topic. And then when the stream's over, I don't have to deal with angry stares coming from this direction, which is why I'm keeping my head this direction, so it's like it does not exist. Can't see it, can't feel it. Hey, I need to get a little wall right here. Like that. That'd be way better. Okay. Let's get it. Here we go. Like we bid do it, double. Got it. That one might have been it. That one might have got me. Okay. All right, guys. Man, I have yapped like a motherfucker in this one. Hour and 15 minutes, and we're 15 minutes into this. I'm so sorry, guys.
Sure, I gave her a double-take flirt. That was the rise, now here comes the fall. As I was sitting at my spot, thinking about future steps for later dates, Anna and Dana told me they went to talk to Hannah. She told them that she was setting me
Anna and Dana.
up in a prank. I could not believe it, so I found and asked Hannah. Sadly, it
Anna, Dana, and Hannah?
was true. Then in major shock, my heart shattered again by 85%, and I let out a big no.
No.
His outburst of negation resulted in Chris getting banned from the mall again. He devoted the second sub-episode to this misadventure. Not long after, he completed his second Sonichu comic, Sonichu Issue 1. Pokemon's Giovanni teams up with Sonic villain Dr. Robotnik to create their own Sonichu in order to defeat the real thing. Unfortunately, a blunder causes Sonichu's DNA sample to get corrupted with cherry cola, producing an imperfect replica of our hero, called Black Sonichu, also known as Blotchu. Blotchu captures Rosechu, so Sonichu and Sonic team up to rescue her. After combating Blotchu and the new Metal Sonichu, they eventually save Rosechu. The style of the comic became more text-heavy, with some conversations so convoluted that Chris numbered the lines in the order that they should be read. The following month, Chris's review for Sprung, a dating simulation game for Nintendo DS, was published in Nintendo Power. I originally bought the game because I needed some lessons on what to say to, or do for, a girl. To make a long story short, I developed a fear that all the pretty girls are already paired up with a boyfriend. I've dubbed this social phobia noiophobia, after the Spanish word for boyfriend. Anyway, before Sprung, I was afraid to approach most women. FYI, I am 22 years old. I tried to silently attract a boyfriend-free girl, mostly with signs, for over 1 year and 4 months. Then Sprung provided me with general things to say and do, so I felt more confident. When I tried my newfound expressions from the dating simulator, I forgot my fear of the infinitely high boyfriend factor, and I met a couple of lady friends with whom I feel more comfortable. So thank you Nintendo and Ubisoft for the dating advice that this frustrated virgin needed. Christian C. On April 13th, a University of Virginia student wrote a blog post that included her observations of Christian, whom she renamed Sonichu, hanging around the Alderman Library. So Sonichu returned to Alderman today. I'm not sure what to make of him. He sits in his chair and draws his Sonichu comics. Harmless, I ask me. Yet I feel like he knows he's different. He knows that the world rushing in front of him is not his own, surrounded by the brightest students in America, whatever that means. He sits in his chair and draws. 23 years old. I'm not sure he even graduated high school. In front of him, text of Plato, Faulkner, God, and Kleist's swirl. Does he have the capacity to understand these works? Whether he can or not, I am not sure. But there is something in his eyes that realizes that there is a level of understanding and thought that he is unable to partake in. As he slumps lower and lower in his chair, with each student he eyes reading or holding a book, he falls into himself, into the markers and colors on the page in front of him. He seems intelligent enough to understand that he does not understand, and that is the hardest part of all.
That was so well worded. That was a piece of poetry right there. That was perfect. That couldn't have described Chris any better. Just sees the world around him and he knows he'll never really get it. He'll never really be a part of it. If it wasn't attached to Chris, that would be very poetic. That can almost be turned into a cool tattoo. I see things and I think they look like cool tattoos. Everything I see I think is a cool tattoo. But yeah, that could be like real poetry. Like, it's very well said. Very well said. I don't know if Chris speaks Spanish. I don't think I know he tries. I don't think he actually does at all. Your last short got swarmed by bots. It happens. It happens. If you guys post shorts and they don't get any traction, keep posting them. Sometimes I can help to take them down, put them back up. Do that. But keep going. Keep posting some. Keep posting more and more and more. Eventually they'll take off. Just keep going. Walter Kirschler, thank you for the dono, my friend. I appreciate you. Love to you, homie. Hope you're well. Thanks for the positivity. Of course. I don't know why my voice had to crack so hard right there. My bad. But yeah, absolutely. Love it. That's what this community is. Even though it's centered around hatred for pedophiles, it's a pretty cool, positive place. Yeah. I guess it's kind of unique, considering the space that we orbit. I guess use that for an analogy. Considering we orbit around a goblin pedophile, which can be sketchy, so the fact that we've still assembled a decent team here, it's good shit. That's good shit. You're new to uploading on YouTube? Keep going. Just keep going. That's the only way you'll get to wherever you're trying to do it. You're trying to get to is just keep going. Because you're going to make posts that suck ass. I do. It happens all the time. Just sometimes you just got to eat that and keep going. That's all you can really do. Sometimes just take them down, repost them. I do that with my TikToks. If they start off and do shitty, I take them down, repost it. New video. And a lot of times it goes from like 3 views to a few hundred. So it does something. I don't know what, but yep, practice. There you go. That's all it is. Just a game of time and effort put into it. That's all it is. Just keep going.
In early May, Chris released Sonichu Issue 2. This marks a turning point in the comic as the story begins to focus on Christian rather than Sonichu. Episode 7 concerns the Antuant Prophecy. When Sonic explains the mysterious prophecy to Christian, Chris reaffirms that he is the creator and father of Sonichu. They enter the Destiny Cave and unknowingly release an ancient evil power. Chris also meets an ancient leader of the Cherokee clan, who reveals that Chris is his reincarnation. He is told that he has to unleash ancient powers to defeat the evil by using his Sonichu medallion to transform into Chris Chan's Sonichu. The story ends in a cliffhanger, with Sarah Hammer and Wes Isley getting possessed by mysterious forces. Between episodes 7 and 8, Chris inserts an advertisement for Axe body spray, in which, ignorant of the societal norms of hygiene, unknowingly confesses that he believes that bathing makes people smell exceptionally nice, to the point that people would compliment you, and that using Axe body spray is just as effective as bathing. Episode 8 continues with Wes meeting his past self, who is a member of the Wasabi clan, and turns into Wesley Sonichu and vows to kill Chris. Sarah also sees a vision and meets the queen of the Cherokee clan, and transforms into Sarama Rosechu. Meanwhile, Chris Chan Sonichu accidentally transforms back into his human self, leaving him vulnerable to attack from Wesley Sonichu, who turns himself into a ball and goes for a flying attack, prompting this exchange from the protagonists. "What the? Sonichu, run! You don't have to tell me twice, but during the Stone Age..." Chris figures out that his attacker is Wes Isley and confesses how jealous he is of him for being with Sarah, who is eavesdropping nearby. Wesley reveals that he only wants to steal the Cherokean crown. Chris changes into Chris Chan and fights Wesley Sonichu, who eventually knocks Chris out and steals the crown, which inexplicably just came into being. Before Wesley can finish him off, Sarama intervenes and fires a lightning bolt arrow at Wesley, pinning him to an unsacred tree. In the final episode, Sarah breaks up with Wes, who cries out no while shrugging. They learn that Quickville, which is a vibrant community with happy people, cool chicks, business, and a frustrated male, is under attack from a giant stone golem, which is under the control of Mary Lee Walsh and a mysterious talking orb. So Chris Chan, Sarama, and Wesley fly over there to fight them. The orb reveals itself as the ancient evil and announces that he is Count Graduan, who is a personification symbolizing the pain and sadness of Christian graduating from high school. The three heroes beat them off for a little while, but Walsh and Graduan
He said beat them off.
escape, vowing to fight another day. In the epilogue, Christian and Sarah chat on the couch, and unfortunately for Chris, she reveals that she has found herself another boyfriend named William, and thanks Chris for being a great friend. Christian dedicates an entire page to Sarah Hammer, his lifelong friend, and offers some highlights of their time together. Currently, I don't get to see he as much as I did, because she found herself a boyfriend while I was in Richmond. But I often wonder how she is, and if she is happy with him. I share my troubles with her in my illustrations, letters, and over the phone. I always appreciate the little moments I have with her. The final page is a call to action for all Sonichu fans, in which Chris expresses his wish to have Sonichu produced into a bona fide franchise by Nintendo America. The comic
Hold up. Look at that picture.
produced into a bona fide franchise by
Look at that picture. Look at that. Look at that. You know, that's a good thumbnail. We're gonna grab that real quick, just in case. That image right there. I read one of these videos in the comments. It said, "Can you imagine drawing the same character for 20 years and you never get any better at it? Because they never look in. They always look like shit. How do you do this for that long? And you've made zero progress. The cartoons that you draw today look like the cartoons that you drew 17 years ago, look like the cartoons that you drew 20 years ago. They look the fucking same."
Nintendo America. The comic concludes with Sub-Episode 3, which is a dramatic reimagining of Chris's conflict with Mary Lee Walsh, who is the head of the private villa of corrupted citizens, the base of operations for the villains in the Sonichu universe, the name of which is derived from the acronym of Piedmont, Virginia Community College. With Sonichu Issue 2, Christian comes closer to blurring the line between real life and his comic book world, creating his own reality. In Sonichu's News Dash Issue 9, Chris announced that he will attend the Anime Mid-Atlantic Convention in Richmond, Virginia on all 3 days. Since he has put himself into Sonichu's world, he will cosplay as himself. Talk about self-respect, huh? Also, he will be watching some of the good anime, getting some souvenirs, participating in some of the events, and just having a good time. Also, he will have some printed copies of Sonichu Premiere Issue 0 on hand. But if you want a collectible copy, you will have to find him and ask for one. He stayed 2 nights alone in a hotel room, and during the convention, he handed out copies of Sonichu Issue 0 to unsuspecting attendees. On June 22nd, Christian recounted the events of the past 2 days. "I had my setup at the McDonald's at Walmart, and apparently complaints were made. The 2 manager-jerks, a senior comic, and a black, fat jerk. He looked a lot like the leader of the jerk cops at the mall, whom I refer to now as the Jerk Chief, approached me and took me for a fall with my trying to find a boyfriend-free girl, like I have been doing for the past over 1 year and 10 months. We argued and disputed until the 2 of them left to call the police. While they were gone, I had taken off the sign from my Nintendo DS and hidden it on the back cover of my diary. When the jerk cops came, they were all like, "What seems to be the problem?" And the married Saynor comic was like, "Where's the sign?" And I was, "What sign?" And another argument was had between the four of us, in which I never gave any of those jerks eye contact, because none of them deserved it. So, I got kicked out from the McDonald's, not the Walmart, for the rest of the day. Now for what happened today. I was starting to set up my things, and the B manager was getting in my face. I feel that he really hates me. And he was like, "Don't set up your stuff. Don't put..."
Are you fucking serious, Chris? You went back the next day? Why don't you just go someplace else, dude? Seriously? No fucking wonder people hate you. Like, outside of what you did, you just sound like a giant pain in the asshole. Oh my goodness, Chris. Ugh. It's like you want people to treat you like shit. It's like you want to be bullied. Stupid.
Push me. I was not going to use the Nintendo DS sign today anyway, but he did not want my pixel block sculptures at all. I stood up against that managerk. I continued to build, and I dictated my situation into his face with a song and dance. He went up to the Walmart managerk, and he was like, "Hey, let's talk." But I sat silent for a minute. Then I said to him, "I do not speak to any man other than myself, because they all have taken all the pretty girls, leaving me with none." Verbal combat had started, and during the fight, I ran off, still giving verbal punishment, as well as the finger, and many Kamehamehas. I nearly backed up onto him with my car, and I gave him another finger. Then I dashed off. Now, I feel sad, because I've nowhere else to go to attract a boyfriend-free girl. And I feel very furious with those managerks and all men other than myself and my father. Chris began believing that there was a conspiracy involving...
Well, honestly, wouldn't you be mad at your father since he's kind of, after your girl? Since they had that whole relationship, to make you, and now you're, oh my God, back to this topic. It's like no matter what, when you start talking about Chris, it always leads back to, hey, do you know Chris Chan raped his mom? I guess it is what it is. I guess it is what it is. Uh-oh. Baby, we got members. Katie Hodges gifted 10 memberships. Shouts out to you, Katie Hodges. Shouts out to 10 new members. That, if I am not mistaken, puts us at, 536. 536. We're at 511, we went to 516. 526. So we're at 536. I believe we're at 536. Anyways, we got 536. Holy shit, guys. Shouts out to you, Katie Hodges. Shouts out to 10 new members. I'd love to see it. That's how the community gets a little bit bigger every single time we do this. I love it. I love that you guys think I'm worth that. I appreciate you. Katie Hodges, thank you so very much. We appreciate it. Yes, we're going to do a ripper for that. Absolutely. And Eminem has been a member for 2 months. Shouts out to you, Eminem. We appreciate that as well. 2 months. Love it. Love it. There's a lot of you guys that have been here like a while. Especially like Anthony Drossos. You've been around since like 400 or 500 subscribers. Acetone is one of my very first members. Like, some of you guys have been around a minute. Back when I look at those videos, I'm like, fuck, I posted this shit. They watched this shit. Why? Oh my God. I don't think my videos are great now, but oh my God, they used to be dog shit. Whew, they were what they were, I guess. Walter Kirchler, thank you for the donut, my friend. I appreciate that. Am I familiar with Lindau disease. I'm fairly certain Cyrax has it. It's interesting and fueled in the infamous Hatfield-McCoy feud. Chris sucks, but Cyrax is so filled with anger. Absolutely, he is. I'm not familiar with that disease, but I will look it up after stream. I'm curious. I'm curious now, if it fits him. I'm sure Cyrax probably isn't the only person in the world to be of his stature and have his specific set of issues going on. I'm sure there's got to be others. But no, I'll check. Hippo Lindau. You know what? Let me do this to make sure I take a screenshot of that. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So definitely we're going to take a double ripper now. We got the dono and 10 memberships, putting us at 536 members. Yeah, I think that's the only fair way to do a double ripper for something like that. That seems fair and reasonable to me. So let's fucking do it. Get them out, get them warm. You guys know what time it is. Let's go. Boop, boop. Those lungs ready. What? Two full rippers, baby. Two full rippers, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Excuse me. .cock, yes, I did. Our boy Oliveira let us down. Was not expecting to see him on his back, eyes rolled up in his head, 2.5 minutes into the first. I wasn't really on the whole Topuria hype train, but he's done everything he said he would. So it looks like he's really with the business. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see where he goes from here. We'll see who he fights next. If he fights Armin or even Gaethje. We'll see. We'll see where they go with it. We'll see. I don't know why he celebrated before he won. You know, he like he didn't put on size for this fight either. He just didn't cut as much weight. That's all that changed. So he still went into this essentially as a featherweight, and that speed definitely helped. His power, I don't know how big he actually is. I wouldn't say bigger than 175, maybe. He's not like 190 pounds. He's not a giant featherweight. But all he did was cut less weight and came into it with the featherweight build and frame and just that speed advantage. That speed advantage coupled with this power. Charles never saw it coming when he smacked at the jab and pat the hand down and never brought it back up, didn't immediately answer when he smacked it away. It left him open for that shot, and bang, boom. Topuria was fast. He was fucking on it. And that first shot, that hook that connected, that shut the lights out, that landed. And you can see as Charles is falling when he gets clipped with that second shot, whatever it was that Topuria hit him with. And yeah, that was nasty. Nasty considering Charles was number one at 155 pounds. It's crazy Topuria did that. I'm curious what they do with him next. I did. I saw the Hermanson fight. I did. I was watching it in the corner during stream. I had it on while we were doing our usual stream. The whole card was pretty decent. I was pretty happy with it. Okay, guys. Let's play this video.
All the men in his town. They all are against me in finding a girlfriend of my own, but I will not give up on my long and tedious love quest. I'll find a new attraction spot, somewhere in Charlottesville, Virginia. There has to be at least one 18 to 23-year-old boyfriend-free, caring, smoke-free, non-alcoholic, white girl out there somewhere. Chris dramatized this entire ordeal in sub-episodes 4 and 5, but his adaptation also featured the manifestation of his dream sibling, Crystal, his twin sister.
That's weird, dude.
A mere
That's so
month
weird.
later, he caused more trouble, but this time at Target, where he sat waiting to encounter a boyfriend-free girl for hours, taking gross advantage of the free refills at his disposal. I was at the new Target store, just hanging around, not bothering anyone. And, from out of the blue, these two managerks asked me to leave because they said I was loitering. I was not. I was there hoping to find an 18 to 23-year-old boyfriend-free girl like I usually do. Then, from out of the blue, after I told them off, they came back with two jerk-cops. I was slightly intimidated, but mostly annoyed and ready to strike back on them. They asked me to leave and never return. I did not want to leave. I would have left peacefully. In fact, I was ready to go. But I had a prepared speech to say to them stupid jerk-cops. And, during the middle of my speech, they chased me, pulled my pants, and pinned me to the floor. 5 jerk-cops dogpiled on me as I struggled to get free. 1,000 pounds of sausages on my 180-pound body was seriously a cutoff for my breathing flow. They handcuffed my wrists and legs, and they hog-tied me. Not only did I feel humiliated from being the victim, but I was angry at them, not only for handcuffing me, but once again thwarting my efforts in trying to find a boyfriend-free girl. They drove me to the county jail, but fortunately, they did not keep me there. I was released to my family. Chris was charged with trespassing and disorderly conduct. It was terrible, but my mother and I are going to get back at them in court. In fact, I learned that the jerk cop who arrested me was called Baggett. That was the only thing about the situation that was hilarious. Replace the B with an F, and you can see how funny it was. However, after attending 2 court hearings, the charges were dropped. This event was recreated in Sonichu's sub-episodes 7 and 8, but in Chris's reality, he endured much greater torment, and came out victorious in the end. Less than a week later, Chris had another run-in with the law. This time, a minor fender bender when he rear-ended the car in front of him. He was fined $30 and also paid $56 in court costs. In August, Christian...
How does he keep getting let off with just nothing? Nothing like serious, no actual repercussions.
returned to PVCC after the end of his 1-year suspension. It was around this time that Anna announced that she was moving to Utah. Her announcement also somewhat coincided with her 20th birthday, so Christian and her friends organized a birthday/farewell party for her, with Chris claiming that Anna... Her announcement also somewhat coincided with her 20th birthday, so Christian and her friends...
Man, you can tell how dated this... It's crazy that this stuff happened 2 decades ago, and we're watching it for entertainment in 2025 on a Sunday evening, just hanging out together, watching Chris's life. Lol cows.
Organized a birthday/farewell party for her, with Chris claiming that he picked out and bought the cake himself. Throughout August and September, Chris engaged in back-and-forth conversations via MySpace with 2 female students, Jelena and Lindsay, but despite all his efforts to meet with them, it ultimately came to nothing. In September, Chris finished Sonichu Issue 4, which was merely a compilation of sub-episodes 1 through 8. He claimed that his mother didn't want him making any more stories concerning his own life, so he obeyed and stopped making sub-episodes. In October, a user on a Sega forum began a discussion thread about Sonichu, in which members discussed the comic and Christian's personal antics. This was the earliest documented online discussion concerning Christian, but the original Sega forum hosting site has since been shut down and there is no known archive of the discussion chain. In November, Shoujo Beat, A manga anthology magazine published Chris's letter which vaguely concerned the manga Absolute Boyfriend. Riko Izawa in Absolute Boyfriend sort of has the same problem I do. She can't get a guy, and I can't get a girl. Here's my sitch. All the pretty girls are already paired up with some jerk, leaving me with none to choose from. Also, nobody can tell, off the bat, a paired up from a boyfriend-free girl. At first, it's equally hard for Riko to find a girlfriend-free boy, but then she's granted this wish where she gets a girlfriend-free boy, although he is a robot, delivered to her doorstep. Lucky girl. I'm 23 years old. One would think I'd have gotten a girlfriend by now, but no, I haven't. I'm stuck in the situation where if my parents should pass away, I will be a very lonely virgin.
Why the fuck did he say it like that? If my parents die, if my parents should pass away, I will be a very lonely virgin. It is so fucking weird to me how involved in his sex life he wanted to make them. Like telling them going on for a girlfriend hunt. Like, I've always been a mama's cholo. Always. I always will be. But when I was going out looking to meet nice young ladies and have gentlemanly conversations and nothing more, I didn't tell my mom about it. Like, well, Mom, I went to so-and-so place and took so-and-so there, and we had a very lovely conversation, and that's all. That's it. I showed her nothing but the utmost respect and nothing more. Oh my God. Just the way he involves his mom in his quest for booty. Ugh. I don't like how that comes out. I don't like that. It's gross.
Some months later, a fellow reader sent in a reply to Chris. Why is he only looking for pretty girls? There are plenty of girls who are not supermodel gorgeous whom he could date. It's not the outside of the package that counts, but the inside. A girl can be pretty on the outside, but might be mean or self-centered or have other problems, whereas another girl can be plain or even ugly on the outside, but quite a beautiful, kind, intelligent person on the inside. If more guys would think about what qualities they look for in a girl and make sure those qualities don't just focus on her outer appearance, they might just find a girl to go out with. Otherwise, many
Panda, I heard that Chris lost his virginity to a prostitute that I think Bob paid for. I think that's what I heard. So that wasn't his first, but still, how could he want to do what he did inside of his mom or to her face? Why would he do that? You guys are the ones that told me he did that. You guys are the ones that told me that he did what he did. And then the grand finale was on Barb's face. You guys want to go to counseling together? I feel like that's probably a good idea. I feel like that's probably like the next logical step for us at this point. We've watched a lot of Cyrax and Chris Chan shit around here. It's probably not a bad idea to consider some therapies. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Lying Jinx, welcome to the show. We're closing in on the last leg of it, last stretch, but welcome in. But that's okay, because we're going to be live again tomorrow. We're going to be going live a lot this week. So if you catch a little bit today, there'd be a chance again tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday with my co-host, Wednesday evening, the real Chance Wilkins. Go check out that channel, give it a like and subscribe. And yeah, let's finish this up. Let's get this rolling.
Many girls will think, why bother? He'll just leave me for the next pretty girl he sees. Megan agreed with her sentiment. Chris's advances towards Megan intensified, as is documented in their emails. She declined giving out her phone number, and later in the same email, also declined his invitation to go out to a restaurant. In an email from December, she stated that she did not appreciate Christian trying to kiss her, and admitted that she's not interested in a relationship, but insisted they can remain as friends. She also confessed to accidentally discovering that he bought Megan a Nintendo DS, even though she had recently just gotten one herself. Through Megan, Chris was introduced to My Little Pony and Sailor Moon, with Megan providing him with some of her own fan art. He also began making his own custom My Little Pony figures, including one that he made using his own hair. As an adult male fanatic of My Little Pony...
Dude, what the fuck did he just say?
He also began making his own custom My Little Pony figures, including one that he made using his own hair.
Why the fuck would he do that? That's serial killer shit. I've said that multiple times. Why would he do that, dude? That's very unnerving. I just imagine like what if I was just a solo cholo all by myself, living out like in the middle of the woods, like in Kentucky, all by myself, have my own little farm, just farming weed all day. But out there in the middle of nowhere, it's dark. There's nobody around for miles and miles. And if I ran across this like for sale on the internet somewhere, I saw this horse with Christian's hair for it, I would be fucking terrified. Because I'd be out there all alone. I don't know, my imagination would go crazy. I don't know why specifically I'd be out in the hill or out in the hills of Kentucky by myself in a house. I don't know. I just think it's fun to think about scary shit. And this is scary. Thinking about that, running across. I don't know why I put myself in this scenario where I'm alone in Kentucky farming pot. Maybe in another life, I don't know. But in any what's the word? In any capacity, running over or running across this horse with Chris's hair is fucking scary. I just imagine like seeing it in real life, having to touch it. Yeah. I bet it stinks. I bet it stinks. Yeah, that hair doesn't look healthy at all. Like, why does it look like, I don't know. I'm going to say it looks like the hair of somebody that's overweight, greasy, unshowered, and possibly lives in a hoarder's house. And then I thought, oh, I guess that tracks. Katie Hodges, thank you again for the 10 memberships. Gifted 10 new members. Shouts out to 10 new members. That's 546 members as of right this second. That's amazing. 546. Shit. Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. Almost at 600. Fucking balling, baby. Balling. Shout out to you, Katie. That's 20 tonight from you. Thank you. We appreciate that. Shout out to all those new members. We appreciate each and every single one of you. I love it. I love to see it. Love to see it. Let's skedaddle through these couple minutes and we're going to do another Ripper. You know what? I owe you a Ripper right now. Let's do that Ripper right now. That wouldn't be right. Let's get these Rippers out. The dono's here now, or the membership got gifted now, so we do it now. Get those pens out, get them warm. You guys know what fucking time it is. Let's go. That was 10 memberships. We're getting a Ripper. Here we go. Alex, I don't think so. I don't know if there is a way. If there is a way, I don't know about it. But if you have stuff that you want to share, like is it locale stuff or something, if so, you can check out our Discord. The links for it is in description of the live stream. You can click it there, and either myself or Killian will verify you. Share whatever. You can share whatever you want. But anyways, okay, let's wrap this thing up.
As an adult male fanatic of My Little Pony, he preceded the so-called...
Those guys, I'm not judging. I'm judging a little bit. It's fine. They have their hobbies. It's weird. I think it's weird, but it's fine. You can do whatever. If you're not hurting anybody, do whatever. You're allowed to wear pink dinosaur suits with a pointy dildo on your head. Whatever. You can do whatever, okay? You're grown up. Do whatever you want. But you let somebody take a picture and put that shit on the internet? That might not have been the wisest move. I don't know. Again, I'm no genius, but if I wore pointy dildos on my head and dressed up like a pink dinosaur, what is it? Unicorn? One's dressed as a unicorn. I don't know what the fuck the guy with the pink gloves looks like a dinosaur. Whatever he is, I would just, I don't know, maybe keep that to yourselves or to you and your homies. To you and your homies. Man. I don't know. But again, I guess if you don't hurt anybody, I guess whatever. I guess there's no shame in it. I mean, if you don't hurt anybody, whatever. Maybe I'm just old and I don't understand it. I don't know. I guess not. I don't get it.
Called brony culture, which would only begin to blossom around 5 years later. Megan also requested him to bid on a collection of World War II photos on eBay, of which Chris was the winning bidder. In 2006, Christian's online spending habits intensified, with Chris purchasing My Little Pony and Sailor Moon figures, pornography, and sex toys, among other things. In February of 2006, Christian finished drawing Sonichu issue.
Sylvester, thank you. I appreciate the compliment, my friend. Shit like that boosts my ego. Things like that, they make my ego get bigger and bigger, and they make me way more annoying to my wife. So by tomorrow, I'll be able to tell you guys more stories about how annoying I was between now and then, because I'm going to be so just up my own rear end about it. I'm going to, it's little compliments like that make my head get so big. But I appreciate you, Sylvester. I'm glad to have you here.
3, which took 7 months to complete. The comic begins with the origin stories of each member of the chaotic combo, whose eggs were created in and ejected from the rainbow as seen in episode 1. The green egg lands in the jungle. The electric hedgehog Pokemon that came out of it grows up to become Wild Sonichu. The blue egg lands in the ocean and is rescued by the Pokemon Swampert, which takes it to the beach just in time for it to hatch and become Bubbles Rose Chew. The white egg lands in front of a church, and out of it hatches Angelica Rose Chew, who is raised by nuns. Mystifyingly, after she evolves into her final form overnight, Christian is outside her window, bringing her a scrunchie and a pair of shoes as a gift. The red egg crashes into Nabe's dojoshin and hatches. For some reason, Nabe is compelled to rip off the Sunny's tail, causing him to instantly evolve into Punchy Sonichu. The purple egg hatches in a cave, and the purple Sunny starts to telepathically communicate with the Pokemon Mewtwo, who decides to mentor it. For months, this mysterious mentor taught the Sunny how to hone his pores, lift objects mentally and physically, and what the outside world was like. Until one day, during meditation, the Sunny suddenly evolves into Magichan Sonichu. He then farts. The episode ends with a final bulletin which would have been more suitable for a televisual feast rather than a comic book. Stay tuned for when these hedgehogs meet. In the next episode, Blachu steals a Master Sunstone and through a comedy of errors is met with 4 of the chaotic combo. Eventually, the 5-member troupe teams up with Sonichu and they take down Blachu, leaving him in a bloody mess, accompanied by a tweet-tweet sound effect, commonplace in cartoons. The comic closes with a fake ad for a call service that would send one of the 2 single men in the world a beautiful girlfriend or a monkey. In May 2006, Christian attained a CAD degree after 5 years of study, even though it should have only taken 2. For the graduation ceremony, he decided to wear the robe from his high school graduation instead. Now that Christian received this qualification, this has only taken Christian
There's a couple what the fucks there.
Attained a CAD degree after 5 years of study, even though it should have only taken 2.
Holy fuck, dude. 5 years for Wow, shit, Chris.
For the graduation ceremony, he decided to wear the robe from his high school graduation instead.
I would have been so fucking embarrassed if I was Bob. Why? That's dumb, Chris.
Now that Christian received this qualification, this made him more likely to get a job and advance his life towards building
Look at that gut, dude. 180 pounds my ass.
up a career doing what he loved, and possibly even realizing his wish for the Sonichu franchise to become a dignified reality, making his dream come true.
Look at that face. Look at that face. So, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. That face. Where's my mouse at? Right there. That face did unspeakable things to his mother's face. Ugh. God damn, Chris. Okay. Gotta make sure we finished it. Okay. Guys, we did it. We made it. We got through it. Top to bottom. Left to right, front to back, inside out. We did it. We got through it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We made it. That was episode 3. That's 2 in 1 day. We did this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll be live again tomorrow with some extra time. Like I said, my day is usually going to start out with basic chores, cleaning my house, or cleaning my restroom, kitchen, make my bed, all the things everybody does. Got some spare time tomorrow, so we get to do couples time at the gym. There will be a lot of irritating selfies posted on TikTok because I feel very cute at the gym. I feel like a cutie patootie, and I take gym selfies like I look very cute when I'm working out. So I like to share that. Go check me out on TikTok. I'm your favorite SA1020. Not trying to do a shameless self-plug or anything. Go check it out. Yeah, there will be more new shit posted tomorrow while we're at the gym. And then I don't know. Maybe we'll do like a real early stream. If I can make one happen by like, if I can get one on and cracking by 11, 12-ish o'clock, I will. If not, I don't know. I'll figure it out and I'll post it. But anyways, guys, thank you all for being here. I do appreciate you. As of right now, 500 and what was it? 46 subscriber members. Fucking A. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Have a great rest of your night. And those of you that are going to be here tomorrow, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Prior notifications. If I know what time I'm going to do it, if I can plan it out that far ahead, I'll throw up a community post. Yes, I will. Guys, have a great rest of your night. I will see y'all soon.